I am going to start planting all my flowers in my pollinator garden. This is my kitchen garden if you have not been here before. It's a super tiny garden, but I have one dedicated space back there. And that's where I have pollinator garden. There's no food in it, just flowers for all my little bees and pollinators to come and enjoy the garden and give me more veggies. I am doing this series of showing you how my garden goes from nothing to a little oasis. If you want to see it, it's a playlist, seasonal gardening, and you can watch the garden transform. This is the pollinator garden. So I have this container here, but this was a fire pit. I turned it into a pot. It's open on the bottom, but things grow really well in there. There's my rose. This is a red rose. On the video, that's the first one on the playlist. I showed you how I set this whole thing up for the rose. But look, it's doing so good. Look how much it has grown already. All the leaves and the little shoots coming. It's much happier than it was. And this is a Shasta daisy coming here. It survived from last year, so I'm super excited. That's a white flower. And then that's a Gerber daisy there. I have an echinacea here. And I forgot what this is, the one that has the really long purple spikes. I'll try to see the name so I can share, but I have all of this space here to go ahead and insert flowers back there and back here. And then I have this basket here that I usually put a vine coming up in the summer, but I'm gonna put some flowers for now. And then I have this basket that I do every year for spring and summer, and I'm gonna be doing that today. So I'm gonna get this whole corner looking really pretty, start inviting the pollinators, and then go from there. I do have, if you see, there's a hollyhock back here. I'm sorry there's a lot of noise today. Everybody's out because it's beautiful out, but I have a hollyhock right here. Look how big it is. It's the one that's grown the biggest of the entire house front or back, which is unusual because it's behind this garden bed, but it's super happy there. Probably the slugs have not found it there, but it's done really well. So I think I'm gonna have that champagne, kind of pink champagne, growing right here next to this bed, which will be so pretty. But I'm gonna get going on this, start preparing the soil so I can just plant the new flowers that I got and some of my seedlings that I grew. So I'll go through those as I do it through all this space. These are some of the flowers I got. I got this beautiful ranunculus, because look how tall they are. They are so tall. It is unusual to find them this tall. I always find them short like this, but there is a store, local store here. They're absolutely stunning for cut flowers. So I'm gonna get those, some of those on that pollinator garden over there. And I'm gonna mix some of these on the baskets there. So I'll go through what I'm gonna be doing. But I had white, pink ones, this beautiful wine color. And then I have a bunch of pansies that I grew. They're not here, but I'll be using some of those. And some snapdragons that are gonna go in baskets. They're the shorter kind. But again, I grew some of those also that I'll plant in there. I'll go through each flower as I go ahead and plant them to let you know what I got. But this is kind of the colors. I'm doing pinks and whites and a little bit of blue purple color. They're really pretty. Here's some violas, which had the kind of that yellow and purple edge. These are some of the ones I'm going to include. This is the Poppy Sally's Double Pink. Look at this, the winter sowing that I did, that I showed you on that video. This is so easy. Look how big they are. So I'm going to divide these, go ahead and add them to the kitchen garden. And then this is the one that I cannot wait. Handsome chickens. How large those are. There's so many in there. So I'm definitely gonna do these two. This is Rebecca and this is growing, but it's really tiny. I don't know if you can see. So this is not ready for sure. So I'm gonna do these two. I cannot, this is the easiest thing to ever do. I'll link that video below so you see for next year, because I'm definitely going to be doing this method over and over again. This is so easy. I'm going to go ahead and place compost in there and get the garden bed ready so I can just plant very quickly. I want to go ahead and get this placed a lot better. It's not leveled. So I'm going to remove it before I place the soil. I'm gonna add some azomite to this bed, but I'm not gonna put the fertilizer all over like I did on the raised garden bed, because it would be total waste. I'm gonna put that on each flower that I plant. I like to do it on my raised garden bed, just because it's good after sitting there for so long to just place I feel like it's good, I don't know, but to me, to place a little low release fertilizer, it really does help. It helps me every season, and I'm gonna do that, and I think I can start planting. Now there's so many pretty flowers. I think I'm gonna start selecting and placing where they're gonna go. It's gonna be hard because I want to put them all in there, but let's try to select a few. This is Elegance Salmon. Stunning. I'm gonna place that one back here because I'm gonna put a poppy back here. So I'm gonna do two of these. One here and one here. A little further back, right there. This is a Bianco white. That's this beautiful one. I'm gonna place that one in this corner, and then I'm gonna do another poppy on the edges here. I have these snapdragons, the bridal pink, that I grew from seeds. So I'm gonna place two of them here sideways so they start spilling that way, and I'm gonna place two of them back there, and then that's where my poppies are gonna go, here and over here, and that will give me color. So I just need some things in here. I have to do a lot of not talking while I'm planting because it's getting really loud. So I use flower tone on my flowers. I don't like to use plant tone because I think that has higher nitrogen, so it's more for plants that don't have to flower a bunch. So I love this flower tone. It's so hard for me to find it. I went to like 4 different stores and could not find it. I can only find it on Amazon. I didn't even think about going into the website to see if they have it. And then I put a little biotone. It helps the root to develop and not to be in shock. And these plants have been in my garage for a while, so I'm gonna put some of this with it. Have you seen this? This is great. It has one like side that's serrated. I don't know if you can see it. And then the other side is flat. And it gives you like the measurements there, how deep. I really love this thing. These are the things that I use, and I'll mix the soil really well before I put the plant. These are gonna be so happy they're on the ground because they were looking pretty sad already. This soil is so good because of leaving the leaves through the winter. Last year was so bad, but now I can dig in and it's dark. Really nice. I like the leaves. Wait, I'm gonna break this. This is pretty in there. Sorry, my shadow, but I don't have my tiniest garden. My garden is super tiny, so I have nowhere else to place myself. I'm gonna break the bottom again. I don't know if this echinacea, is this a, oh no, it's a coneflower. I just don't know if it's alive or it's not warm enough for it to come out. So, I'll put it next to it. Oh, I love this. Soil is so good. I'm so happy. There is these that get really beautiful, so I'm gonna leave them because they'll come back. But let's get some flowers for this one. Okay, so I have some snapdragons. This is 20 rows, so these are short, and I'm gonna put them on the side or up here on the side too, so they start spilling down. And then this one is purple. It's a little more pink with a little yellow center. I'm gonna do some white pansies, and up here I'm gonna do this ranunculus. It's the same as the other one, but it's a little shorter. I thought I had more short ones, but I don't. And then I love this. This is Cineraria at Ceneraria. Look how pretty that is. I'm gonna make that here, and then I'm gonna add a white. I think this is a primrose. Yeah, primrose. It's beautiful. And then I have another snapdragon, and the rest of the holes I'm gonna put pansies on them. So I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna place one of these Photomax snapdragons that I grew from seed on the side here. Okay, I'm gonna put some more of this biotone. And I'm gonna do some compost, just to give them a little boost. And then I will add the potting soil. There we go. I have two of these, so I'm gonna use one for the side. I'm gonna do it. I have one on this side. No, I think I'm gonna do pansies there. because whatever spills down here is gonna cover that possibly. There's viola here. And then I'm gonna do another one of this purple here. Break the bottom of these to fit them in, and they still do fine. Pretty. Okay, let's do another one there. Splitting it, and then I'm taking half of the root out so it fits. Flower tone and biotone. I think compost is so good on flowers. It really does help them. And potting mix.
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, the soft touch your hand in mine gets me every time. Lost in the city lights, our love's electric ride. You make me feel alive. I know July is gone. You make me feel at home in the neon glow. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing
Get in there. I've planted a lot. I don't know why this time of the year comes by and you feel like you're so behind. But in reality, you're just getting started. So I'm truly so grateful that it's warm. I could not wait. It's the middle of April. And this is the first day that really truly feels like spring here in my backyard. I can see the sun and I can feel it. It takes until April to be here, so I'm gonna think I may stop here and then do garden bits tomorrow and take a break. I really want to keep planting, but I think I'm gonna take a break and enjoy every single little thing. I really love it. These ranunculus are incredible. I cannot believe that I found them at Wilco. They have such beautiful ones. I'm in love. So, okay, I'm gonna go take a break and I will see you next time. Keep growing for your mind, body, and soul.